Lineups presented by Kia. And up front for Boston, Tatum.
Big flex right there, if you will. Typically something that someone says in the preseason, not in the first round of the playoffs, is Kemba Walker. He needs to be aggressive and efficient here in this Game 2 ball.
And here's Durant for three. Yes.
Tatum got into it there with Durant. Something to keep an eye on how these officials call this game.
Kenny Bauer with the call. Nice passing.
Elite, off the charts. Beautiful execution on that play. Great delivery.
Well, earlier in the season, as Tatum fires for three and hits.
Yep, right there. Griffin, not just a finisher, but also a facilitator.
The other night was the play of the backup center, Robert Williams, who had 9 blocked shots. He's coming off the bench. The Thompson starting this season for the Celtics. Then they beat the Wizards as Tatum put up 50 points against Washington. Nice move. 2 nice moves by Irving.
I feel like the playoffs is where they'll work everything out here. And when I asked Blake Griffin about that big three, who's been accustomed to a big three as a non-big three now.
The lead at 22-13. Tatum is off. Jason Tatum won for his first 4 after the 6 for 20 in Game 1. Harris for 3 again. 6 minutes for Joe Harris. The steal by Harris. Drives and hits.
Miss this team well.
Another 3-pointer for the Nets as Green connects on his first shot. Fournier on a step back for 3, and Fournier controls. Fournier on the drive goes to the scoop and is able to hit. A major problem for the Nets in Game 1. He had missed 5 of his previous 7 games because of a turf toe, and there's Williams was not included in this because they did not keep blocked shots back in Bill's day. Here's Irving getting inside. The tip is well knows in his day. Kyrie Irving on that follow. And Jabari Barrett Greenberg handling the sideline from Barclays. Durant had it knocked away. He recovers and hits from deep. So Tatum is now 1 of 4 from the field. The block and then the bucket. Irving had an ocean. Now Irving to the paint. Flips it out. Here's Durant. Yes. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Durant with the lead. That's too easy. Granite at the guards with Harris up front with Claxton and Green for the Nets. Nice pass from Hard. Claxton.
Sharing the basketball, playing together as a team, whereas Boston, conversely, has played a lot of ISO basketball.
Right. Offensive foul on Parker, so Shabbat leads Boston to 3 foul calls. Harden with them went up and down. You can hear the crowd react. Slapped up and missed by Tristan Thompson. And then it's Putholm. Explosion in the play-in game against the Wizards. He and Kemba Walker led the way. This is Landry Shamet drilling it.
For those turnovers, almost 16 if Jeff Green was able to complete that alley-oop from Hart.
Hart makes the move on Fournier. Scores, yes. Primarily due to a strained hamstring. All after that brilliant start, open lane for continues to have his problems. He's 2 for 13 since halftime of Game 1. Joe
out of sorts, not hitting shots. Give credit, though, to this Nets defense.
Shabbat on a reverse. Wait him. Walker spins in, goes down, lost his footing. It's recovered by Langford. Gets it to Thompson. And he is able. Free throws. Blake Griffin is back. Shoves it over to Harris. And Harris continues the incredible shooting. He's 6 of 8 from 3. Thompson gets inside.
Coming off wide open, feeling it, and this team is looking for him and finding him.
Durant, pretty pass, is a new playoff career high for Harris, who has 22. Fournier for 3.
In that shot there, but it's just too much Brooklyn here early and getting whatever they want on the offensive end. And Kevin
Durant, that's the same tonight, but really putting on a display at the offensive end this evening. Nice pass and has been intact. Last night was the 9th, so 8 times during the regular season. And Trae Young, Grizzlies and Jazz in the second of the twin bill. Walker on a step back. Kemba Walker
shared that. Said that he might have been pressing. The fact that the crowd was there, we heard Steve Nash talk about that and how it may have impacted 7 points. Boston won't win unless he has a big night.
Griffin with that bucket a moment ago. Williams blocked in their franchise history in terms of playoffs. In 1986, they had 73 in the first half against the Milwaukee Bucks. Durant hearing it from the crowd. Here's Jason Tatum was able to get through the wall.
Getting to the rim and following his coach's advice by attacking and not settling.
And Harden.
It's ball club. Double team Durant in the post. Harden makes you pay from downtown.
One different story here tonight. That turnover, Walker. Was it across? Walker got the step. Walker on a reverse.
Wasn't in the act of shooting, though. He didn't have possession.
No foul. They just... Ball was knocked out of bounds. Yes.
And gave him a $75 million contract this offseason.
Griffin called for that last foul. Here's a 3 for Smart. Marcus Smart.
Defense, almost like Brooklyn looked disinterested on defense during the regular season, but now...
Oh! Blake Griffin hears it from the crowd. Some strong performances.
You talk about DeAndre Hunter, has not played in this series. Great ball movement and finish. Blake Griffin, once again, with the left hand.
Manager of the Nets, played 12 years. Basically as a backup in the NBA, 6 different teams. Oh, a nice setup. From the clock down to 4. Irving lost it to Fournier. Here's Fournier for the jumper for 3. He's got it. So it's Boston ball. Walker, played by Durant. Walker thought he was fouled. Comes back the other way for a 3 in the third. A 96-71 lead for the Nets. Try to go 2-0 in this best of 7. The deficit has been devastating from the first half on. Pass is broken up. Fournier tells Durant that there was a push involved and they have some work. Foul was on Shannon. Here's Smart for 3, and he banked it home for Smart.
And you know Marcus Smart is always going to compete regardless on both ends of the floor.
Right back come the Nets. Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie with 11 points. That's his first 3. It's a 3-point duel played by Marcus Smart. Irving on the drive. Irving on the spin. Has the bucket.
With Tatum as well, and Kemba Walker was the 5th option. But he's been asked to do more this season and in this series.
Brad Stevens going to his bench now. Oh, and it's Durant on the block shot.
It's time to prepare, adjustments made. You have to have guys that can go get a shot when it's all said and done. And that's what differentiates.
For the Celtics, Durant had 14 points in all in the third quarter.
Grant at the basket.
Grant Williams with a 3, so it's 111-87. Harden comes right. Miss hearing some of the comments from asked Trae Young of Atlanta about that. Oh, what a play there. Put it home.
A little bit, an extra day in between games will help Jason Tatum as he's nursed that growing injury and give this team some time to regroup. As Tristan
Nets did defeat the Celtics. It wasn't a particularly solid all-around performance. As shot action for 2 straight games. They'll make it a record of 8 of 10 in the win column as Grant Williams.
Transitional season for this ball club. You know, you think in years past, Horford, Kyrie Irving, Hayward, solid veterans who know how to play. Fans don't care. They still want to see him out there on the court.
Taco goes, 7-5-3-10. That's Cornette. And this is garbage time. I know some people object to that, particularly coaches, because they're taking a strong fourth quarter. That's up by 24 points.
is shaping up to be. And I know LeBron James lost game 1 with the Lakers. And
this bucket.
but we know LeBron James has lost game 1s before and bounced back. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, tonight they did a good job early on the big 3, and it was Harris who got going.
It's Harris with the driving hook. Tyler Johnson not able to hit. So we're final minute. It's their 2004 series against the Knicks. And the Nets have now won 9 straight playoff games against the Celtics. And they've won all 5 games against Boston this season. 3-0 in the regular season, plus the 2 playoff games. The big 3, 26 for Durant.